I'll try to do something a little more in my lane and react to Adam Lambert singing Nessun Dorma. It's a good just flipped R. So little things that he's doing, like he's not hitting the note right on. In opera, we'd always want to start it just completely open. Che tremano d'amore. So it's not a bad thing. It just makes you think that it's a little bit more pop and musical theater. That's a part of him that stands out. And I'm sure it's what a lot of people actually like about his singing as opposed to opera. Those beginning of the phrases, you can hear a little bit more of his rock style. Oh, oh. He doesn't open them up so much as oh. So yeah, sounds just a little more rock and like musical theater to me in that way. And that was just a little bit under where I would want it to be. E speranza. Now, I am not a tenor, so, and I'm actually singing it in the tenor key, but, yeah, it's really good. It's just, I'd want it to just be a little higher. E speranza. Instead of like flattening out. Speranza. It loses a little bit of energy there and it goes slightly under pitch if I'm picking, but of course he's doing this mostly all completely a cappella too, which is extremely challenging. But again, you can hear the onsets that it's a little more guttural. That's where his rock kind of shines. Okay, it's chiuso in me. I mean, don't get me wrong, his language is very good for someone that is not either a native Italian speaker or someone that hasn't really studied the accents of the language. But yeah, you always want to have the accent on mio. You want it on the E. It just doesn't sound 100% accented, but the language is still pretty good. That one word though, he's saying not correct. Same thing. Luce. Don't lose the energy. He really spins the sound really nicely though. That's where you can tell. It's a good open O. And that is a really full-bodied sound that he's getting, and it is not throaty. You can tell there's a lot of lat support in that. He's using, as they call it in Italian, the appoggio is the lean. Vince. You want to lean, like, on the note. I don't have, like, a tenor top, so, but that lean. Vince. You want strength from here, and he's doing it. Let me tell you, he's 100% doing it. And this really impresses me for someone that is not an opera singer, but clearly has studied enough to have pretty damn good language. and just great breath control. And you can tell throughout this whole thing that he has a really great legato. And what that means is that there's line throughout the whole thing. And he does that better than a lot of opera singers. And I actually think that his mix that he gets in the top there is extremely impressive, that he brings so much of his body. So many opera singers, they sing a little too falsy and they go into falsetto. And it's actually, I think, more throaty. You want to use more of like your speaking voice and bring, I don't want to say bring it up because some people might be very offended about me using that terminology, but yeah, using more of that, like bringing up your speech. And he really does that. It's very resonant and it's very spinny. You can tell by listening to it that he spins every vowel. There was a couple times that he went slightly under. Maybe just the spin stopped a little, like he just needed a little bit more energy, but singing something a cappella like this, anyone is probably going to have pitch issues like here and there, just slightly, and it's a slight thing. Overall, I would say that I am very impressed, and he actually does some things better than opera singers, and I think opera singers need to listen to more pop and musical theater so that they don't go off the core of their sound, because when you listen to pop and you listen to rock, they don't go off of their core. Of course, some of them are screaming and you don't want to listen to that, but this is not pushing. This is full-bodied. This is supported, and it's round and it's resonant. And that's something that a lot of opera singers are actually missing, that spin, that beautiful spin, and some of the overtones. When you go off your core sound a little bit too much, you actually lose out on those beautiful overtones. So yeah, I think he's actually, you know, a good person for actually opera singers to listen to. So yeah, good job, Adam. I'm impressed.